Hello sunshines, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing what your true love wants you to know. Okay, so we've got 3 pearls here, and in this video we'll go through who they are, what they look like. We're going to go through if you already know them or when you're going to meet them. We're going to go through what your relationship dynamic will look like, and then I'm going to go through what they specifically want to tell you right now. So if they had to send a message to you somehow right now, what they would say. And I'll also go through how you're going to know that this is the true love, like that this is the one, okay? Because I feel like sometimes you might meet someone, but you don't know that this is truly the one, all right? So we're going to go through all of that in this video. Hopefully that sounds exciting. As you can see here, we've got 3 piles. We have this yellow amethyst, which is beautiful, symbolizes positivity, happiness, prosperity. We have this metallic rose here, which is all about passion, true love, and romance. And we have this blue sapphire, which is all about calmness, tranquility, and a life of peace. Okay, so pause the video, take a look at these 3 piles, and decide which one you feel attracted to most. It's completely possible for you to be attracted to multiple piles, and I encourage you to watch both piles if you feel that way, or click off the pile and switch to a different pile if you feel that way. It's completely possible to feel attraction to multiple piles and for there to be truths in every single pile for you guys. All right, I hope you enjoy this. Let's get on to what your true love wants you to know. Hello, pile 1. Thank you for picking this beautiful yellow amethyst. So much positivity and happiness is radiating from this. So let's see what your true love wants to tell you. All right, so the first thing is I'm going to take a look at who your true love is. We're going to see a card and see who they are. All right, so we're getting Oscar Wilde. All right, so this guy is going to be someone poetic. They're going to be someone perhaps more interested in literature, someone who's a writer. They're going to have this kind of poetic vibe about them, okay? They may have longer hair. I'm seeing brown or dark hair, okay? So this is just kind of a little bit of a profile of who your true love might be from a physical perspective, so that you're able to identify who they will be. They're going to be someone who's very in touch with their emotions, someone into the arts. So look out for someone who has hobbies in music, arts, things like that. All right, let's consult the tarot cards. Let's do a bit of shuffling here. So I'm just going to rearrange this stuff here. We're going to keep our yellow amethyst visible, and let's go through some of the tarot cards. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle these here. All right, so let's see what we have coming out. All right, so we have the 7 of Wands. We have the 2 of Coins in reverse. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. We have the Moon card. All right, let me just adjust these. The Moon card. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles here. Let me just adjust these so that you can see everything. All right, and let's see, we've got the Judgment card coming out, and we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. All right, so very interesting energy. This is going to be your true love as a person. Like, let's focus on who they're going to be first, and then we're going to say what they want to tell you. All right, so they're going to be quite a moody person, all right? They're going to be very in touch with their emotions, like very spiritual. This isn't your typical masculine, like toxic masculinity kind of guy. This is someone who's like a gentle spirit and very sensitive soul. All right, I have a feeling for a lot of you, you may already know this person. They may be your friend. They may be a colleague at work or someone that you know from school or your education, university. Someone that's very sensitive, someone that you may at first not find to be, like, I'm sensing for a lot of you, this will be a friendship first. Like, this is how your true love will come about. It will be a friendship first, rather than something that's like, you know, like a Tinder date or something romantic. Like, it's gonna, something like a, you know, kind of romantic, like from the get-go. It's gonna be more of a friendship first. This person is a very moral person, so they're quite virtuous. Like, I have a feeling, like, if I had to tell you what kind of profession, I'm saying like lawyer, like someone into literature, someone into like the pros and cons of things, like a very moral person. I'm getting that with the Judgment and the Moon card. Here with the 7 of Wands, this person kind of struggles almost with that morality. Sometimes they feel this guilt, they feel like they're quite conflicted by their emotions. I see a lot of sadness. So this may be kind of an emo person, an emo guy. It could be a musician. I'm definitely getting a musician kind of vibe, like someone who's like listens to Arctic Monkeys. Like if he listens to Arctic Monkeys, like this is a pretty surefire sign that that's your true love. They are ambitious. They may come from a family who has money already, and they may kind of struggle with that like sense of privilege. Like that's kind of a burden on them. Like they try and deny that side of themselves a little bit. So yeah, I'm getting that feeling like they're quite an emo person. Like they may struggle with that kind of side of themselves, like struggle with their own privilege. Like they're very aware and conscious of kind of the injustices in the world, and like that's how I would see them as your true love, like what kind of person they are. Yeah, so I have a feeling that you would meet at school or at a place of work. Like this is a friendship first. It could be a friend of a friend. And I have a feeling for a lot of you guys that you may already know this person, okay? So that you already know them, you're already friends with them. Perhaps they're a little bit unassuming. Like there's someone who maybe you've only started to grow feelings for. I have a sense that you're, like you as a person, you're quite a magnetic person, but you're also a bit standoffish. So you're kind of apprehensive sometimes towards matters of love, or you keep your heart guarded. And I think that that's a good thing, but sometimes it can kind of manifest as almost as like avoidance. So yeah, you will meet them, I think at school or a place of work if you don't know them already. And there's a high likelihood that you already know them. When I'm thinking of names, I'm thinking of a lot of names starting with B. I'm thinking of names starting with an H. I'm also seeing curly brown hair for a lot of you guys, and someone who's taller and skinnier, something like that. This is like a tall, skinny, like tortured poet vibe. Like I'm hearing Taylor Swift, tortured poets. Like I'm hearing music like that. Like I'm hearing Taylor Swift when I'm seeing this. Arctic Monkeys as well. Like just a tortured kind of vibe, but someone who's very sensitive, in touch with their emotions, like maybe has some tattoos or something like that. Maybe you would get a tattoo together, or like, I don't know, someone who, I think this is also like an outdoorsy nature type. Like, I'm not getting like, I mean, maybe they like the beach. I don't think they like the beach that much. They don't like lying on the beach. They're more like, oh, let's go to an art museum together. You may travel with this person. That's kind of a vibe that I'm getting here. But yeah, I'm getting some sadness because there's an overwhelming predominance of blue color here. So I'm getting that this is a very emotional person, like an emo type. Like this won't be the person who has like bounds and leaps of charisma, or like he's not the loud guy at party. I don't think he drinks to excess. I'm also getting the 5 of Swords coming out here. This is someone, yeah, they're very intellectual and they're a good communicator. Like sometimes that might they might use words that are like quite old school or like quite posh. Like that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting, like a posh guy. Like he uses words, like he's not like yo man. He's like, he has this vocabulary. Like he's educated and he's from kind of a wealthier family. It's like dark academia vibes. Like that's exactly what I'm getting here from this reading. All right, let's consult some other cards. Let's see some oracle cards and how they pertain to your situation. So we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, so when I see this card, I don't see there's not enough chemistry to keep this relationship going. I see that this guy may already like you. He may already have a crush on you. Like he's shy. He's someone who's not going to tell you that he's a crush on you, or perhaps it's the other way around. Perhaps you already have a crush on this person. And I think for a lot of you guys, like this will be a true love. For a lot of you, like you may already know this person. Like this may already be your friend, or like they know of you, you know what I mean? Like they know who you are. So this could be a friend of a friend. Like that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. Let's see some other. Yeah, so I'm getting the separation card. So right now in this moment, you're not together. So like I'm getting that they're separated from you. So they're like a friend, or they're a friend of a friend. Like they have romantic feelings, but you're not together yet. So I think if they wanted to tell you something, they would tell you to make a move, or they would tell you to hang out with them more, or they would tell you to be more open with their emotions and make them feel safer because they're quite shy around you. Like if they had to tell you something, like they want to text you, but they don't want to do it yet, right? So for a lot of you, Yeah, and then we have let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. So when I see this card, I think for a lot of you guys, it will be like hang out with your friends more and get to know different people, because as I'm saying a lot, like this could be a friend of a friend. I'm really strongly getting that energy that this could be a friend of a friend, someone who is like kind of in your circle but you don't know of them yet. Anyway, let's consult some more oracle cards and we'll see what other messages we're getting here from Spirit. Please, can you tell us what other messages we're getting in regards to the situation? All right, so I'm seeing see only love, look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings. All right, so yeah, maybe like this person is kind of shy, unassuming. Like this may be a guy that you wouldn't go for typically. Like this could be someone completely outside of your type. Like that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Like this could be someone deeply outside of your type. Just like maybe you would more go for like the guy who's kind of more charismatic, louder, but those kind of guys sometimes can turn out to be like players and things like that. I think this is like a very shy, unassuming, but like they're still attractive. Like they're tall, they're like, you know, they're quite skinny and lanky. Like I'm really seeing like Nirvana, like rock star, like rock band, like someone who plays the guitar, someone who plays music and things like that. All right, I'm getting the ocean. You may meet this person at like a barbecue, at like something by the beach, like a hangout by the beach, by a lake, by a body of water. Like maybe you'll go swimming together. I don't know, there's an ocean vibe here, and there's also a vibe of traveling. So this may be someone who you will travel together with, or like a group of friends will travel together and you'll get to know him more. So definitely keep an eye out. If you have any travel plans for the summer, there's a high likelihood that you'll meet this person, or that this like friend of a friend will appear throughout the summer. All right, so ask. So it's very important that you keep in touch with your spirituality and your manifestations. All right, ask for this blessing, ask for the blessing of true love, and you will receive that blessing. And it's time to let go. All right, so for some of you, maybe you're actually just going out of a breakup, or like time to let go can also be time to let go of like past ideas. So like past ideas of who you'd want to be with, or past ideas of what your type is. Like be more open to getting to know different kinds of people. Yeah, so okay, now let's move on to what your relationship specifically will look like what will be the trajectory of this relationship, and then we can go into more specific details about who they are. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Three of Swords in reverse, we have the Star card, we have Justice in reverse, we have Queen of Swords. Okay, hopefully you can see that. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Sun card. All right, so I have a feeling that this relationship won't necessarily be very smooth sailing from the beginning. Both of you guys, I think you're the person in the relationship who is more like will more speak your mind and is like less shy and is more actually like outgoing and out there. Like this person's emotionality, I think at some point may annoy you, like how sensitive they are, how deeply they feel things, but they also feel very deeply for you. Like they feel a very deep passion and love for you, like in the relationship trajectory. That's what I'm seeing. And they're also going to stand up and fight for you. Like they're very possessive is a wrong word, because possessive has like a negative connotation, but they protect their relationship with you. Like they're going to protect it, they're going to fight for it. Like if you do go through a period of like a separation or a breakup, like this is the kind of person who will fight for you. And this is like a very equal relationship. Like this person won't try and stifle your dreams, they won't like oppress you in a way, like almost the opposite. Like sometimes you may wish that they were more kind of like took charge more, right? And like I'm even sensing on the first date that you may like split the bill, or that you may get like something like ice cream, or like I don't know, like you won't get like a fancy dinner like the first time that you guys meet. It will be a very casual setting that you meet this person in, that you meet this true love in. And genuinely, this will be a true love. Like for some of you, this may be a very, very long term, like for the rest of your life person. Or for some of you, it may be like your first love, but it will be like a very significant person in your life. Like that's why it's coming up here as your true love. And like what they would specifically say to you is just keep your mind open, give me a chance. Like I'm seeing a lot of that, like give me a chance, like let me show you that I can be the sun in your life, like even though I'm unassuming, or even though like, you know, like you can have a very deeply passionate and romantic like relationship with this person. That's what I'm sensing here. And you're going to be very attracted to them. They're going to be very like gentle, like a good person to be with, someone who you feel very safe and comfortable with. I think for a lot of you, this person will be close to your age. So like only like maximum I'm seeing like 5 years difference, but I'm sensing more like 2-3 years of a difference, or 1 year of a difference, or someone who's close to your age group. They will be doing a similar thing to you maybe, or they'll be like at university or at school, or like educating themselves. As I said, like a lot of literature and art vibes. Like this is a creative person, someone in touch with their like emotional side, someone who is a musician, like they will play an instrument. I'm getting that for a lot of you guys, or they'll paint or do something like that. Like less of the typical quintessential, like let's say male hobbies, but more something kind of creative. Like they're a creative individual. They may have gone through a heartbreak recently. They may have been together with someone for a very long time, and they're still grieving that because they're very kind of emotional. They take a long time to grieve these things because they're very committed as well. When they decide that they want something, they really deeply commit to that specific thing. Okay, and yeah, so I think that this is a very committed person. Let's have a look more at what the details are and how you'll know specifically that this will be your true love. So we're going to look at some more specific details of who they are and how you can distinguish that this is your true love. Okay, so let's take a look at these personalized cards that I've made and see how we can determine that this is your true love. All right, so you make me so distracted. All right, so we're seeing the letters B, M, C, D, A, I, O. So I'm seeing these kind of names. Their names may be Max, Mark, Casper, Ben, Oscar. That's the kind of names that I'm getting. So if you see one of these letters in their name, that's a very telling sign that this is the person that I'm talking about, and they wish to tell you that you make them so distracted. So for people who already know this person, like this is already your friend, they're beginning to kind of get these romantic feelings for you out of the blue, and you're making them really distracted. There's a lot of 8s here, so definitely look at 8 as a significant number. Like 8 could be the day of their birth, could be the day of your birth, and these letters also pertain to you. They could be in your name, but look out for 88, 88 and 16, 16. Okay, so if you see these angel numbers, that's a very telling sign that this is the reading for you, that spirit wants you to hear this message exactly about your true love. Let's have a look at some of them, some more cards. Let's do another card. Okay, I want to protect and nurture you. So that really plays into what I was saying earlier, that this person is not possessive, but that they're very loyal. They want to protect you. They want you to be like, they really care about you, and they're going to care very deeply for you and really like be there for you, be someone who's loyal. Like they're not going to be, they won't cheat on you. They won't betray you. Like that's kind of like, they're a really moral person, if that makes sense. Like they really care about those kind of things. They really care about being like a gentleman and being someone who's going to care about you. And I'm seeing G-N-O-S-T-I. So these are names. So like I'm seeing Thomas, I'm seeing like Greg or something. It's not a typical name, but that's like some of the names. Like these are some really pertinent letters to see in your surname or in their surname, and that means that this is really resonating. And then the angel numbers that I'm seeing are 66, 66 and 14, 14, and there's another prevalence of 4 here. So 4 and 8, that's definitely something to look out for in your birthdays, in your year of birth, in your like these are just some significant numbers that I want you to pay attention to in relation to this other person. Okay, so yeah, so I'm saying, so I think that is the message that your true love wants to tell you. They want to tell you that they want to protect and nurture you. They want to tell you that they're gaining feelings for you in a romantic context and that you make them distracted. They want to tell you that you'll be safe with them, that you'll be in a faithful relationship, and that it will be something very nurturing and passionate for both of you. You'll explore a lot of, like, I'm seeing that you'll go to like museums together, that you'll like do hobbies together. Like you could even paint together with this person, do like pottery classes or something like that. Like that they'll play the guitar, like they'll play the music or make poetry for you. This is really someone who's like in touch with their emotions, and yeah, it's a beautiful relationship. So I hope you enjoyed that, and let me know in the comments section if this resonated with you, and give the video a like if it did, dislike it if it didn't, and let me know what resonated and what didn't, and what you would like to see in the future. All right, thank you so much, pile 1, for picking this amethyst, and I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Hello pile 2, thank you so much for picking this metallic rose. Let's take a look at what your true love wants to tell you. So first I'm just going to look at who your true love is. So let's take a look at this card. Okay, we have Ryan Gosling. So this is gonna be a guy who's super handsome. Like if you have a crush in your friend group, if there's a specific guy that all your friends are talking about, or there's like the popular guy at work or at school, like the guy that everyone is thirsting over, you're gonna get this guy. Okay, that's the feeling that I'm getting. Like they're very conventionally handsome. They're very like, yeah, like no one's gonna deny that they're not handsome. Like have you ever shown a guy, like have you ever shown someone's Instagram and been like, oh this is a guy that I like, but like don't look at some of their photos because he looks like not the best? Well, this isn't that guy. This guy looks good on every photo. Okay, he's so handsome. Let's take a look at the tarot cards and see specifically what his character traits are like and what he's gonna be like. Okay, all right, so we have already some cards popping out. Okay, we've got the 5 of Pentacles coming out. We have the 3 of Cups coming out. That's interesting. The 3 of Coins. We have the Tower card. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Death in reverse. And we have the 3 of Wands in reverse. All right, so I'm getting this vibe that this is kind of a bad boy character a little bit. Like, I think this guy has a bit of a reputation. He's very charismatic. Like, I think he's known a bit as a womanizer, to be honest. I think he's had like a difficult like childhood and had a difficult past. He's very like confident in himself and he's very assured in himself. Okay, that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. Like this is the cool guy. This is the guy who wears like a leather jacket. Like that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. Very conventionally handsome, like tall, dark, handsome features, most likely kind of darker hair, but even if they're blonde, like they can have a Scandinavian vibe, but they're just very handsome, like conventionally so, in a way that you can't deny. Like literally this is the guy that rides like a motorcycle. So if he rides a motorcycle, then you know exactly that this is the guy that we're speaking of, that your true love. There's actually a plane flying by overhead, so I feel like for a lot of you guys this may be kind of a summer fling, or this may be someone that you meet traveling. Okay, this could be someone who you meet through Tinder, like that's your true love. And even though it will start out maybe in a very like physical romantic way, I think that this is someone who will show their caring side to you, because they're very generous. Like they're they really do care about people, but they have like this tough exterior. Okay, they're like maybe a bit more avoidant. They're kind of like, they play cool and they brush people off, and they're very much like a dude's dude, but they have like a very good heart. They have like a underneath it all. Okay, I have a feeling work-wise, this is someone who's a bit lost in their work, like that they're not exactly the most financially stable guy. I mean, I'm not sure. For some of you, it could be someone who's very well off and they're very generous in a financial way. For other people, it could be that this is like someone who's like more of a hipster lifestyle. Maybe not, but like they're not like hippie, but they're very much more like anti-establishment. Like I'm not sure how to describe it. It's just like rides a motorcycle with his leather jacket and is like, oh, like money. Like doesn't worry about money, like a very rebellious vibe. Someone who likes to party, like I'm getting this vibe, like kind of, but someone who's very desired by a lot of people, and someone who just conveys that like dark exterior, but in reality is very like nurturing and caring as a person. Okay, like the kind of guy that will get you flowers, but you would not assume that he would get you flowers. Like he'll get you some roses or some flowers when you guys meet each other. Like a very charming guy. Let's take a look maybe at some of the oracle cards and see what they can tell us and elaborate a little bit more. But yeah, like when it comes to I think for a lot of you guys, you don't know this person yet. This isn't someone that you know, because I feel like there's such a magnetic presence by this person that if you knew them, you would already be with them, like in a sense, okay? So I think for a lot of you guys, you don't know who they will be. Like you don't know them, like they're not your friend, they're not someone that you know. They could be someone that you vaguely know, but it's like almost off limits a little bit. Like, I'm not sure, like someone's brother or something like that, or like someone that's kind of off limits in a sense. Yeah, that's what I'm sensing here. Someone that you don't know, and someone that, like, I have a feeling you'll meet them traveling or through a Tinder date or something like that. Like, less likely to meet them through a place of work. All right, so what kind of cards am I getting? Give your relationship a chance. All right, so yeah, you have to give this person a chance when you meet them. Perhaps you might be a bit like apprehensive or fearful for them that they'll break your heart, but as I'm saying, like I think that they have this like good kind of like they're a good person beneath the kind of persona that they project, you know what I'm saying? Like I think they'll project this bad boy persona. Okay, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. You know, for some of you guys, there is a potential here that this is an ex, that this is an ex that's returning, and that this could be someone who's actually hurt you in a significant way, but you'll be surprised by how much they've changed or how they've transformed their life, okay? Like maybe they've gone on this really intense spiritual journey and they've actually transformed themselves a lot. And we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. All right, so the ex is possible for some of you, but for the majority of you, I would say that this is someone new that you're going to meet while traveling. I have a feeling they'll have a lot of tattoos, so look out for something like that. Tattoos, like muscular, like this is a kind of typical guy, like very conventionally attractive, like for the majority of people. And I would say, yeah, like, you have to reveal yourself, but be cautious, okay? Like, be cautious, but just have a balance, because this guy is like more of a risky type of, like, this isn't an emo boy, like he's more of a player kind of thing. But I do think that this will be, like, since this is your true love, since this is spirit showing me as your true love, I think that they have a really good, like, deep heart, like a good connection. Like they're like a good person, but they have like this like dark vibe about them a little bit. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's like quite rebellious, like they're quite a rebellious person. So you could, well, because there's like there's this possibility that I'm seeing here as well, is that you meet someone like this, but it's not your true love. So like be wary for that. Like you may meet someone who fits this criteria, but ends up kind of ghosting you or treating you poorly, and then the next person that you meet will also fit this criteria, and that will be your true love. Okay, do you get what I'm saying? Like you may have that kind of situation where you meet a couple of people like this with this kind of characteristic and traits, but the latter person will be the guy that this is describing. Does that make sense? Like kind of, and I'm feeling that you will meet him in the summer, or you'll meet him, like this will be someone out of town. Like this isn't someone that you see on a regular basis or that you know of, or as I'm saying, like for some of you there's this like kind of forbidden fruit aspect of it, where like this isn't someone that you should be with. You know, for some of you could be an age gap thing, like that there's a big age difference and there's like, you shouldn't, like people will kind of judge, like something about this is like, you know, something about this is atypical. Like maybe there'll be a different religion, maybe they'll be very different from the culture you were brought up in, and that will kind of bring some judgment or bring some people, like they'll kind of think that there's like this forbidden nature to it a little bit, but that will bring you, like that will make the relationship very strong. Like it will unite you guys together. Like you'll be like Bonnie and Clyde. Like that's the vibe that I'm getting. So yeah, but when I'm saying like, how will you know when you meet them? Well, you may meet a few people like this, and some of them may turn out to be bad apples. So just keep your guard up in a sense, but it's very difficult because with this getting to know each other card, like it's about a balance, you know? So you try and like get to know them, but don't let yourself, like don't move too quickly with them. That's what I would say. Like you know, wait, don't move too quickly with them. Try and gauge what they're like. You may meet them like at a party or a club, and it may be like, oh God, like I met this guy at a club, so like there's no longevity, but in reality it may turn out to be a long-term thing. All right, so giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. All right, so when I see this giving and receiving card, it really relates to the Three of Pentacles that I see. I feel like this is going to be a very generous person. Someone that you may not even think that's very generous, but they actually like really care about other people. Like they have a very good heart. And I think with this giving and receiving, it's just make sure that your relationship isn't too one-sided. Like make sure that there's not someone in the relationship that dominates it. Like this guy is quite a commanding presence. So remember to like express your own identity and not lose yourself, okay? Joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. All right, so this summer or like these upcoming months before you meet this person, I really want you to focus on your own joy and make sure that you're happy and doing things. Like really focus on being with your friends, being joyous, like spending this summer the best way that you can and having like a hot girl summer. And that's when this kind of true love will come into your life. Like it won't come into your life if you're just looking for that thing specifically. And the card that I'm getting here is new partner. A chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. So, oh my God, there's another plane flying overhead. Like there's a really high chance for many of you that you will meet this guy traveling, like a super duper high chance, or that they'll be out of town. They're not going to be, or that they're like a different nationality. Like they're just not going to be, like, you know how some people date someone and it's like kind of a mirror image of them? This guy is going to be completely like the opposite of you. Like they're going to be the opposite of you, or they're going to be a different nationality. You're going to meet them in a different town or country. Yeah, let's take a look at some more. Let's take a look at some more oracle cards. Let's specifically, actually, I'm going to read some more tarot cards. I'm going to specifically look at what your relationship will look like, kind of what the trajectory will be. So that we can get some more clarity regarding this. And then later, actually, what do they want to tell you? Spirit, what do they want to tell you specifically? Let's see what the tarot cards will say. What do they want to tell you? And what will your relationship trajectory be like? All right, the Fool. Strength came out in reverse. The Devil came out in reverse. The High Priestess. The Eight of Wands. The Chariot, and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so what I'm seeing here with the Fool card, I'm seeing that this is a new beginning. This will be very exciting, very passionate. As I said, for most of you, it may be very physical quite quickly, like you're going to feel a really strong attraction to this person. You have to kind of be vulnerable and let go of like control here and kind of just let yourself be swept away. When I'm seeing the Devil in reverse, I'm getting this feeling that they want to tell you that, like, even though I have this dark energy, like, I'm not the devil, like, I'm not gonna hurt you, like, don't be afraid, like, you know, even though I have this dark energy. I feel like they want to also, like, this is going to be someone who really broadens your horizons and kind of exposes you to an alternate way of living. Like, they're going to be very different from you. They're not a traditional person, and they're not this kind of person who's like, they're going to be very different from your background. They're going to be someone, they're going to really like expand your horizons and make you think about things differently in the sense of like, what do I even want from life and things like that. That's what I'm seeing with the High Priestess as well, is like this kind of wisdom coming through. When I'm seeing the Eight of Wands and the Chariot in reverse, it's another reminder to be in a sense guarded, because I think when I'm seeing this relationship trajectory, it's basically impossible for you to prevent how fast this will go, because the chemistry will be so intense between you and the magnetism will be so intense. But keep your emotional side, I don't know, because there's some conflicting messages here, right? Like, on one hand, it's like, be vulnerable, but on the other hand, stay guarded. And I think it's just very nuanced. Like, you have to take it by a case basis, but make sure, like, especially what I was saying earlier, is that you may meet a few people who are like this, a few people who have this like dark energy, and one of them may turn out to be a bad apple. So be nuanced about it. Like, if you see red flags, then don't turn your eyes away from them, okay? And with the Wheel of Fortune card, that's kind of like what I'm seeing for the long-term relationship, is when you do find that true love, like that person who is actually the good guy underneath this kind of disguise of like being very much a bad boy and being into these like, you know, like being not the typical like kind of good Christian boy. Like with the Wheel of Fortune is telling me that this is going to be something that like that you're going to prosper together, that you and him will have a union of a lot of abundance, like that you will literally prosper together, like your career, your relationship will really flourish into something really beautiful, like with a lot of abundance, which is like defined personally. But I can see that it's like I can see wealth here and money in the future with you two. Like this will be someone who takes risks, you know, this guy is someone who will take risks, and someone like who may even, like they may even smoke, they may drink a lot, like they're a risk taker, but fundamentally they're not like off the rails, like they have their head on their shoulders, you know, like they have it together. But like some of this risk-taking behavior may catch you kind of by surprise a little bit, or like that's where you have to kind of tread carefully. All right, now I want to look specifically at what are some more defining features that we can see by this person? Like, let's say letters, angel numbers, like what exactly do they want to tell you? Let's have a look at these cards. These are some handmade cards that I've created that will specifically tell us what they want to tell you. So they want to tell you that you are a queen. And the significant letters here that I'm seeing is K, E, T, B, R, and D. D came to my mind earlier. I really see the name Damien. If you guys have watched the Vampire Diaries, like this is like what he's like. That's the vibe, the energy. Like that's a very good idea of the vibe and energy. And he wants to tell you that you are a queen. So he's going to really treat you, like he's going to put you up on a pedestal, and he's going to be very generous with you, like I mentioned earlier. And I think the significant numbers here are 99, 99, and 19, 19. So look out for these in look out for nines, perhaps in years of birth or in birthdays, or as just significant numbers. If you see these angel numbers recently, then this, you know that this reading pertains specifically to you. And look out for these letters, look out for these letters in their name, look out for these letters in your own name or in surnames, okay? And that's specifically going to give you some insight to what they're like. And then let's say, I want you by my side. All right, so they want to be, look, it's queen and king. So you're going to be queen and kings. Like that's the kind of like royal vibe that I'm getting here. Like, yeah, so you're going to be his queen to the king. And significant numbers, the angel numbers that we're getting here is 22, 22 and 10, 10. And here there's a lot of letters that could be pertaining to your name or to their name. So we have P, H, T, J, A, B, W, D, M, R, C. So most significant are R, D, and T, because we're seeing those come up multiple times, and K as well. K has come up multiple times. So yeah, names like Damien, Thomas, Trevor, Ken, names like that are coming up here in both of these cards and are very strong. So yeah, we're seeing 10 and 9s. So there's long-term viability here with this true love. Yeah, they want to be the king to your queen. They want to put you on a pedestal. I have a feeling you're quite an empowered person. So like this is a good match. Like you're going to be like a power couple together with this person. And yeah, if they had to say something to you, they would say that I want you by my side. Like they're going to definitely be possessive, and they're going to like, there'll be no doubt of what they want. Like they want you, they will pick you, they will like, there's no kind of like, this isn't a guy that's shy. This is a guy that's very confident. So you won't have to like, when you do meet this person, they won't like beat around the bush. They won't, they won't be someone who, it's like they'll just tell you that they want you by their side, that they want to spend a lot of time with you, and you'll get that message pretty quickly. All right, thank you so much, pile 2, for watching and for picking this beautiful metallic rose. I hope you get your roses from this man or this partner. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. Give me a like or a dislike if it did or it didn't, and let me know specifically about your situation. I would love to hear it. Bye, pile 2. Hello, pile 3. Thank you so much for picking this blue amethyst. It's absolutely beautiful. It has this calm presence. It's radiating this really peaceful vibe, a vibe of tranquility. So let's take a look at what your true love wants you to know. And first, I'm going to talk a little bit about who your true love is. So when I was starting this reading, I'm really getting an intelligent vibe from this person. This is someone who's highly responsible, who's got their stuff together, that I have a feeling you're going to meet at university, okay? I have George Clooney here. Like, I have this wise, like, you're going to be the Amal to George Clooney, okay? Like, I have this power couple vibe, but I also have this vibe of wisdom, like kind of beyond this person's years. They may not necessarily look like George Clooney, but I do think they're going to be handsome, and I think they're going to be intelligent. And intelligence is actually mentioned in this card as a really seductive and attractive attribute, and I definitely get this from your true love as to who they are. Let's take a look at what the tarot cards are going to tell us to elaborate a little bit more about who they are. I have a feeling that you may already know this person, or you will meet, but I think you'll meet in a setting that's like kind of intellectual. So like, I have this feeling that you may meet whilst doing a hobby, like playing tennis, or like something that's kind of like almost like a bit of a posh hobby. You may meet at a library, at university. I get this like medical vibe. Like, if you're at medical university, there's maybe someone who's studying to be a doctor, someone who's in a highly skilled profession and who's highly educated. That's what the vibe is from this person. All right, so we have the 10 of Cups, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse, we have the Hierophant coming out, we've got the World card. Let me just shift these cards upwards a little bit so that we can fit everything. We have the Page of Cups, we have the Lovers in reverse, and we have the 9 of Cups. Honestly, these are some great cards that you're getting here. The 10 of Cups sees a really prosperous future for you too. This is a family man. This will be someone oriented towards building a family. They're very responsible. They've got their stuff together. Like, they are hardworking, ambitious, intelligent, like just really, like really a great guy. And I have to say, like, if you look at my other piles, like, I'm not just saying what you want to hear, okay? Other piles have a completely different vibe. This is a very put together person. They're very intelligent. When you meet them, they're going to come across as very put together, like well dressed. Like, this is not someone who wears baggy clothes. You know, this is not someone who smokes or who takes like recreational drugs or something like that. This is someone who's like almost like serious beyond their years. But they're gonna really match you. Like, you may be the yin to their yang. You may be the one who's more lighthearted, fun-spirited, or you may be someone who is like exactly like them, where you're kind of both bookworms and nerdy, and you're gonna meet someone who really matches your energy and your ambition. Okay, when I see the World card, I get this feeling that this will be someone very well-traveled, like cosmopolitan energy, just the energy of someone who's very highly educated, well-read, someone who, like, you speak to them and they're very articulate, and you can almost see like they exude that intelligence. They're also very caring, so they definitely know how to treat you like a gentleman. I see that they're kind of like, their love language would be gift giving and quality time together. So like, they may even offer you a gift or something like very small, but just something meaningful. Like, they're the kind of person who would bring you a coffee whilst you're studying together at the library. There's a plane flying by overhead, so this is definitely someone who's well traveled, and you may travel together. They enjoy the nature and hiking, and yeah, they're just very, like, they're not a party goer. This is not someone who you meet at a club or at a party. This is someone who you're going to meet in a kind of intellectual setting, like either at the office, at the library, someone who you would study together with, someone who will really share your intellectual pursuits and be someone who's very intellectually stimulating. I really want to consult the oracle cards here to take a look at what they're going to say, a little bit more about who this true love person is and what they would tell you. But something that I feel like they'll tell you is to chase your dreams and to be ambitious. They're very attracted to someone who's got a similar ambition to them. And that can be in creative pursuits so as well. Like if you're someone who's a bit more creative, a bit more free-spirited and light-hearted, like they are also attracted to that because it's kind of that yin and yang energy like I was speaking about. All right, so let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. All right, so here I'm getting some past energies from you and them both. I think like the chemistry card, like even when I see the word chemistry coming up here, like this may be someone who studies chemistry. This would maybe someone who's medical, like sciences, like in STEM, a STEM degree. There will be a strong attraction between you. This is a person who, because they're so intelligent, they are capable of being deceptive in a strategic way, but it's almost a subconscious thing. Like I get the feeling that this is a good guy. Like I'm not getting the feeling that they're going to try and deceive you, but something that I may feel about them is that they're calculated and they may come across as a bit colder, and maybe at first you might be a bit afraid of them because you may feel like they're wearing a false like self mask or they're being deceptive. But I think they just genuinely are like one of these kind of people. Like sometimes the more intelligent you are, sometimes the more you come across as a little bit like, you know, like they may be a bit of a troubled soul in a sense, or like they're very strategic about themselves, but I don't think that they're going to weaponize that against you and use it with malice against you, if that makes sense. And let go of control issues. When I see let go of control issues and deception, I'm getting the feeling that they may have had like a toxic ex, or you may have had a toxic ex, and that you're gonna really welcome the energy of this new person because like you may have your guard up from previous experiences, or they may have their guard up from previous experiences, but like that this is going to be a breath of fresh air. Like this will be turning a new page, new chapter for both of you in a sense. So that's what I'm getting from your true love. But this is a strategic person. When I see this deception card, is like their intelligence can be kind of weaponized, but I don't think that they're going to weaponize it against you. Okay. And I do see a lot of physical attraction here, a chemistry, but I generally get the vibe that this is a good guy, but they're just very intelligent. So that can kind of sometimes be like a good and a bad thing, a double-edged sword. Okay, but yeah, I'm getting the vibe that you're going to meet in a professional setting, that they're going to be like, yeah, well educated. They're the kind of person who did well at school, things like that. All right, so daydream. You will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. So, okay, I think this is a card of relaxation. For a lot of you, I get the feeling that you're very ambitious and that you're maybe less in tune with your spiritual side. And this is a kind of message, I think, to be more in tune with your spiritual side. I'm also getting entrepreneur. So I'm getting the vibe that both you and him can be entrepreneurial spirits, and self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. So this is someone who's very ambitious, someone who will work towards like having their own medical practice or having their own business, or just someone who's very ambitious. Like their ambition drives them a lot. And I'm getting blessing in disguise. What appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. So I think that you have gone through a very difficult relationship, or they have gone through a very difficult relationship, and that this new kind of passionate relationship will be a blessing in disguise. When it comes to when you'll meet them, I have a feeling that most of you have not met this person yet. I don't have a feeling that this is a friend of a friend. I have a feeling that, I have a feeling most of you have not met yet. And I don't think that you'll meet through a typical dating situation. I think it will more be like the kind of thing that you get in movies, is where you bump into someone holding a load of books. Like, I know that's a very cliche thing, but that's the kind of energy I'm getting, is just being at a library. Like, I'm getting this library book energy a lot from this person, just very academic. Like, that's the vibe that I'm getting. An academic setting, lab, things like that, like school. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. An intelligent person. From a physical perspective, they will kind of look nerdy. Most likely they will wear glasses, like a stereotypical nerdy appearance, glasses, like just a STEM vibe, like someone in STEM, jeans and a hoodie. Like, that's the vibe that I'm getting. But also perhaps for some of you, when I mentioned well dressed, like this could be someone who wears like slacks and a button down shirt, like that kind of literature, like that dark academia vibe. But also someone who's they're just put together. They're very ambitious. They come across as polished because they spend time thinking about how they come across, like they are strategic in that way, kind of thing. And yeah, so let's consult some of the tarot cards in regards to what your relationship will specifically look like and what that trajectory will be like. So let's see what your relationship will specifically look like, what that trajectory will be like. Okay, so I'm seeing the 5 of Cups in reverse. I'm seeing the Empress card. I'm seeing the 4 of Cups. I'm seeing the 7 of Swords. I'm seeing the 7 of Pentacles. I'm seeing the 2 of Wands, and I'm seeing the 7 of Cups in reverse. All right, so I have a feeling that this person, your true love, has gone through a breakup and is really, really struggling and is in grieving. And I think that you will be the person who will nurture him and who will help him through this. You'll be like a shoulder to cry on. This is the person, though, is quite stoic, so they probably won't cry, and it will be harder to identify that they're going through this tough time, but they truly are. And they're really going to deeply appreciate the gift of your nurturing and the gift of your support, because I think that they haven't experienced very much of that. I think they had like a high pressure environment growing up, and that they didn't have as much of that like nurturing, warm, like motherly kind of energy that you will meet them with. They may almost even feel like slightly scared by that. Like they may feel scared in the way of like, they will feel so deeply for you that it will kind of like surprise them how deeply they are. Like they're more someone who's so focused on their career that they're like, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship, or like they kind of don't see the value in that until they are met with it and they're like, wow, this has changed my life. I really feel like you'll support this person throughout their endeavors. Like potentially this person will finish university and they'll be highly educated, but they'll still struggle at the beginning to find work, or they'll be building something on their own and people may not believe in them. But if you stick by their side, I see a lot of abundance and prosperity coming into your lives. I see you guys traveling. I see luxury travel, abundance, like a relationship that is built through you guys going through thick and thin together, and you guys working through things together, and you're really going to explore the world with this person together. And whatever kind of emotional road bumps you have with dealing with someone who is kind of so stoic, you're going to work through them together. Like I get this yin and yang energy from both of you. Like I think in some ways both of you are ambitious, but I think you're more in tune with your spirituality and emotionality. Kind of like maybe not spirituality, but you're more in tune with your emotional side, and you're going to kind of teach him that emotional intelligence. Like being together in this relationship will teach him more of that emotional intelligence. I'm also getting like work-wise that this could be someone who's a software engineer, who's in computer science. Just like I'm not getting like a blue collar worker. So someone who is like, it definitely has a university degree. That's what I'm getting here. And the relationship will be something long term. This is a loyal person. This isn't someone who has a lot of partners. Like this is someone who's very committed and very driven to their goals, but they will have more of that, like, they're not going to be charismatic. I don't know how to describe it. They're not like they're a nerdy person, so they're shy. They're not like the charismatic quintessential guy like that, but they are like, they will be a very good partner. What do they want to tell you? You may have to be the person who makes the first move here, and you may have to, like, they will tell you, be patient with me, with my struggles, be patient, like stick by my side, be loyal to me, and it will pay off. So yeah, that's what I think that they want to tell you. But let's consult some more cards here. Like let's specifically look at some more defining features of this person so that we can get a better gauge of what they're like. Okay, so I'm getting, you are the love of my life. So this is really your true love. Like this will be the person you're with for a very long time. They are the love of your life. I'm getting the numbers 10. So 10, 10, 45, 45, and 11, 11. These are all really significant angel numbers. So if you're seeing this appear in your life recently, then you know that this reading is resonating with you. Look at these numbers and see if they pertain to birthdays or to significant dates of month or things like that. So 10 especially, see if that can be a birth month or something like that. I'm getting strong Capricorn energy here from this person. I'm also getting Pisces. You may be a Pisces. I'm getting Capricorn, Pisces, and Virgo energies here. And yeah, you are the love of my life. If they had to say something to you, they would say, you will be the love of my life. Like when we meet, you will be the yin to my yang. Okay, and I'm also seeing you make me nervous. So numbers here are 5, 55, 55, 12, 12, 7, 7, 7, 7. So these are significant angel numbers that you should look out for. I think it's really interesting that you have 5 and 10 here. Like 5 being half of 10. This is very interesting. Like I'm getting, like you're going to complete this person in a sense. Like this union will be really beautiful between you, and you make me nervous. So this person definitely has like a physical attraction to you, but they may be more shy. They may be, as I said earlier, you may be the person who has to make the first move. Let's take a look at some of the letters here and see what names could be. So I'm seeing N, L, C, A, G, M, D, E, F, J, Y. So these are all letters that you should look for in your name, in their name, in surnames that could be pertinent towards this relationship. So I'm getting Nigel, Derek, Frederick. I'm getting Mark, Casper, James, Edward. That's the kind of names I'm getting here from these cards. So take a look at those names. It could even be a middle name as well, because this is like someone who may be a bit more posh, or something like that. But yeah, highly educated. I'm seeing like computer science, medical field, someone who will have a prosperous career, someone who's very entrepreneurial, who will do their own thing. And yeah, your true love would like to tell you that you're the love of their life, and that you make them nervous, and that they would love for you to stick by their side so that you can both live a life of abundance and build a family together. That's the vibe that I'm getting here, a really strong vibe. And this, like for some of you guys, if you're younger, this may scare you, but I really do feel like this is someone who, like, you will get together and you will be with each other for the rest of your life. Like, this isn't someone who's going to mess about, who needs to have like some sort of phase where they have a lot of different partners, but I really feel like they're going to be faithful and loyal towards you because they know that you're the one. Like, they're not the kind of person who will go around messing about. Like, they're very driven and they know what they want. They have like a life plan. They have their priorities straight, and that's really what I'm getting from this vibe. So thank you so much, Pile 3, for picking this blue amethyst, this peaceful, lovely gemstone. I hope that this resonated with you. Please tell me about your personal situation or what happens in the next coming months. I'm so excited to hear from you in the comment section below. And yeah, I hope this reading resonates for you. Thank you so much. See you.